Hey guys, it's Tanya here. Thanks for watching. So today I'm going to film a quick e.l.f. haul for you guys. I recently got a couple different things from e.l.f. that I have been seeing reviews on that I really wanted to try. And however, I had to send 4 of them back, which makes me a little unhappy. But I do have 6 things to show you guys, and I'll tell you why I sent those ones back. So originally I had gotten one of the e.l.f. moisturized mineralized lipsticks, you know, like the new ones they just came out with. And I loved it. I loved how creamy it was. I loved how soft it was. The packaging was beautiful. So I ordered 3 more of them. They didn't come the same. Even the packaging was different and the formulation was completely off. And I don't know if it was just a bad batch or what happened. I sent them photos of all of them, and so they're gonna try and figure out what happened. So I did send those 4 back. So I would recommend that you guys hold off on ordering any of the moisturized mineral lipsticks from e.l.f. just until they figure out what's going on with them, and I will let you guys know if I get any updates. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is these e.l.f. smudge pots. Everybody has been talking about these. These are literally $1, I'm pretty sure. $1 or $2 on their site. They work like a Maybelline tattoo. I've used them quite a few times. They do set really nice, and I got mine in 4 colors. So the first one is Gotta Glow, which is a gorgeous gold color. Now there is a little bit of a consistency difference in some of these. This one I find it to have a very moussey texture. It's like very creamy. And so I'm not really a huge fan of that one as far as using it goes, but as far as color payoff, it's beautiful. That's the gold. And then I got Cruisin' Chic, which is more of the same texture as the Maybelline Color Tattoos. It's a little bit thicker and it's also a little bit harder. It doesn't move so much around in the pot. This is a gorgeous taupe. It's just like, this is probably my favorite one lid eye color one out of all of them. The next one I got is Back to Basics, and this is a beautiful base color, but as a standalone, it's just not something I think that can be worn 100% on its own. It looks really beautiful in the finger swatch, but when you blend it out on the eye, it requires a lot of buildup to get to that color. So that is Back to Basics. As you can see, it's a beautiful copper here, but again, on the eye, it does require some buildup to get there. And the last one I got is probably my favorite. This is Brownie Points. This is another great all over the lid color. It's also the one that needs the least buildup. It's just like pigmented and opaque and beautiful, and it's like so dimensional. So that's Brownie Points. You can see these all have a really high metallic sheen, and they're all really pretty. They do set, they don't crease, at least on me, and I don't have oily eyelids. That's the other thing I always tell people. When I say they don't crease, I mean on my skin type. Now if you have a different skin type, of course every product is going to work different on every single person. But on me, these are crease free, which I really like. The last 2 things I gotta talk to you guys about are exactly the same thing, but they're in different colors. Oh, this one is so hard to open. It's like it doesn't want to get used. Okay. This is the e.l.f. brand new e.l.f. blush palettes in light and in dark. Yes, I managed to get both. Don't ask me how. I have no idea. The light one has been sold out on the site forever, and the dark one has not been, but I do find the dark one a little bit dark, but I thought I might as well go ahead and try it. So that's what the 2 look like side by side. What's cool about these is the pans are removable. It's not easy to do, but they do, there we go. With a little bit of force, they do pop out, so you can put these in a Z palette if you thought that was more convenient, travel around with them. Or you could mix and match if there's more colors in this one that you like, which is exactly what I'm gonna do, because there's a color in here that I will never wear, and there's only one color in here that I would regularly wear, so I'm gonna pop that out and switch them around. So the 4 colors that come in this are this beautiful blue toned pink. Then it's more of like a contour shade. It has no shimmer. It's very kind of orange toned. Then you have a brighter pink here, and then a peach with a gold shimmer. So I'll go ahead and swatch them. These actually, surprisingly, for e.l.f. blushes, I was really quite pleasantly surprised. Normally I find that e.l.f. blushes can be a little bit powdery and hard to work with. These ones are flawless. Silky and gorgeous. I really like them. This is like more contouring shade. It looks a little bit scary when you have it kind of so condensed on your finger that way, but as you can see, you can really blend that into a pretty kind of like contour shade. If you're really fair skinned, it would look like an orange toned blush on you, which is pretty too, but I've been using it for contour and liking it just fine. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch all of them on the back of my hand for you guys. So you guys can see that was just a couple rubs in each one. They're really pigmented, really pretty. I highly recommend the light palette. If you are fair to medium skin tone, you can find at least a couple shades or a mix of shades that you can wear in there. So onto the dark palette. All of these shades are really dark, and out of all of them, there's probably only 1 or 2 that I would actually use ever, and one that I would use regularly. So this pink kind of berry shade, it's stunning. That is the one I would probably use the most. You have more of a mauvey brown tone, then you have a really deep red brown tone, and then this one is one that I will use sometime. This more kind of burgundy, like burnt red color, only because it reminds me a lot of Kevyn Aucoin's Lolita, which I own, or Neolita, which I own, but I rarely ever use because that blush is so incredibly expensive that I can't bring myself to swipe it ever. So these are the 4 colors in the dark palette. These would look really pretty, again, if you have a much darker skin tone. If you are fair, like even in the hand swatches, you guys are gonna see, they look really, really dark. The berry color is beautiful, and then that red Neolita color on this side is gorgeous, but the rest, just for me, they wouldn't really go with my skin tone. So that is the dark palette. I wish I could show you guys the mineralized lipsticks because I was really excited about the colors that I chose, but like I said, until e.l.f. figures out what's happening with those and if they are going to reformulate them back to the original formula or whatever it may be, I can't stand the new formula, so therefore I will not talk about them. So yeah, that is it for my small e.l.f. haul. It was supposed to be a little bit of a larger one, but that's okay. Stuff happens. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, leave them down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Hey, we play it like our rules, it's our life.